Hi everyone, it's Mari here for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be creating this card for you today using a bunch of products from the Heartfelt Harvest collection, including the Give Thanks stamp set, which is a really nice size greeting for a focal point for the front of the card. And then there's all of these sub greetings as well, or smaller greetings that coordinate so beautifully with this sentiment. I love that font that's on that Give Thanks sentiment. I think that's gorgeous. Of course, the coordinating die cuts out all of those different stamped images, including the largest Give Thanks and then the smaller sentiments as well. So you have a coordinating die set that cuts out absolutely every one of those greetings. I'm also going to be using this cover plate. This is the Fall Flourish cover plate, which is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to start off here by inking up my stamp, the Give Thanks stamp, with some Uncharted Mariner Distress Oxide ink. I'm going to ink that up and stamp that onto a piece of white cardstock using my Mini Misty here. And I'm going to get just a really nice, opaque, gorgeous, dark teal, almost like a navy, is the beautiful color that is the Uncharted Mariner. I love this color. It is one of my most favorite distress colors. Love it. So I'm going to stamp that out until I get a really nice solid image. And then what I'm going to do is take my Uncharted Mariner powder. This is the glaze powder from Ranger. And I'm going to go ahead and put that glaze powder over top of all of that ink that I've stamped out onto my paper. And then I will just go ahead and shake off the excess. I'll put the extra powder back into that little container. And then what I'll do is grab my heat tool and melt that glaze powder. I'm going to just make sure off camera that my heat tool is really nice and hot just by letting it run for a few seconds. And then I'll take it to the paper and melt that. And now you can just see, hopefully, how nice and shiny and beautiful that image is once it's all embossed like that. Now I'm going to take that image or that stamped image and put it onto my Altenew mat. This is the grip mat from Altenew. And I'm going to do some stenciling. There is a coordinating stencil for this Give Thanks stamp and coordinating die. So it's kind of like a 3-piece coordinating set. There's 4 stencils as part of this Give Thanks stencil set. And I've lined up the first stencil on here, and I'm just going to go in with a variety of different colors to get some color going on into these open areas on that image. So I'm starting off here with peacock feathers. I'll be using a combination of peacock feathers, wild honey, and some aged mahogany. And those are kind of the color palette that are part of this collection, at least for the pattern paper. And that was what really inspired me to use these colors today. I think this is just a really beautiful color combo. And each one of these different 4 stencils, or each of the 4 stencils in the set, has little open areas, obviously, that are going to allow you to color in all of those different tiny little areas on that stamped image. So it's just a really pretty way to add, or a really nice way to add some really pretty color to the smaller areas that are part of that stamped image. And I really like that color combo. I think it's really nice for fall. And I love this sentiment so much. How gorgeous is that font on that Give Thanks stamped image? I think it's just so stunning. So I'm just using the wild honey here to do the kind of gold areas. Again, going in with each of the different stencils and making sure that all of the areas are filled in with color. Now I'm taking that coordinating die. This is a nice large die that coordinates beautifully and die cuts so well. It's really easy to line it up. And then here's that pierced paper that I cut from using the Fall Flourish cover plate. So you can just see how nice those are all ready to go and ready to use as elements. Now I used my Scallop A2 card frames to die cut out a piece of really pretty teal paper that matches up so nicely with the Uncharted Mariner ink from that distress ink that I used, or the oxide ink that I used earlier. I'm going to use one of my Sweet Stacks rectangles to cut down that cover plate panel so that it fits into the middle area of my teal paper. I'm going to use a side folding landscape card base here, an A2, and I'm going to just go ahead and add some foam adhesive and some liquid adhesive onto the back of this card front, and I'll just adhere that down. I'll give that a really nice press, and it's going to get rid of any warping that might be in that paper. I'm taking my Honeybee liquid glue tube here and adding the liquid adhesive to the back of this pierced panel that's all trimmed down from using that rectangle die. And that's just going to really create this really nice framed in white textured image for the base for this really awesome die cut here. So I'm going to use some foam adhesive again on the back of the Give Thanks sentiment for the front of my card. I'll go ahead and take that release paper off the back and adhere that onto my card front. And this is just going to be a really beautiful focal point for the front of that card. It does everything that I need for the details for the front of this card. It's the greeting and it's also the main image that's part of this beautiful greeting card. So there's that finished piece. I'm going to go ahead and center that as well as I can onto that card front. And now I'm going to take the Heartfelt Harvest pearls that are part of this new collection and add them to the centers of the flowers, but also around that sentiment as well. Friends, I have linked up in the description box below to all of the different products that I've used for this project today. I hope you were inspired, and make sure that you check out the brand new Heartfelt Harvest collection. I have linked up to the entire collection in the description box as well, so that you can check out all of the different pieces in that collection. Have an amazing day, friends, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.